is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is only a test.
DJs and MC. This DJ, he gets down.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
DJs in a mic with your host, DJ Mike.
Is that a timetable?
And DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
Okay, guys, welcome to another episode of Two DJs, One Mic with myself, the nice person, and the infamous DJ JP on my left and on some of you guys' right. And we're blessed to have a special person in the building. And that's none other than Gabby Owens.
Yo, what's going on? What's happening?
AKA the one.
Hey, I like that. Appreciate you.
Oh, wow. Yes, how are you doing, Gabby?
Oh, man, I'm doing good, man. Man, real good. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Real appreciate that.
She also hosts the Sassy Sips podcast.
Savvy Sips.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Savvy Sips, baby.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Yeah.
Savvy Sips. And
So we wanted to have her sit down and chat with us, you know.
yes. And if you guys don't know what that means, just look in the background. You see all of these wonderful
You already
little
know.
Libations.
yes, spirits.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes, we have the spirits in the room with us.
Yes.
You know, we're going to be filled with the spirits. Somebody is anyway.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself before we just really get into the meat and taters of this.
Right on. It's not much to say. I'm a real chill, laid back, goofy individual. I like to have a good time. I'm gonna always have a good time. At least I try to, even on a bad day. Yeah, I've been in this bartending game for a while now. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you how long, but it's been a long while. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's been a while because I met Gabby a while back, many years, at least years at different venues when she was bartending.
Yeah. It's I'll give it 8 to 10 years for sure. Yeah,
Wow,
so it's been a while. Mhm.
Wow, I didn't think you were that old. Okay.
Oh, really?
Hey, I'm just being
Really?
honest.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
I
that's,
don't think I'm that old.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, y'all can start serving at 18, right? You can bartend at 18.
Yeah. Some places they'll let you start bartending at
But
18.
you can't drink, but you can work.
Mhm.
yeah. You can give it away, but you can't.
But
You
you
can't
can't
consume.
Don't
yeah.
mean that they're not
Mhm.
doing
Yeah.
it.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Well, the only thing, when you started, giving us, telling us about yourself, it reminded me of an old song. I said the only thing she's missing is her sign. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh wow. Really, Mike?
Hey, when she was saying
The
it,
nice
it reminded me
one.
of.
Yeah, we got you. The nice one. I got
No,
you. Jump into these questions before you say some tomfoolery.
I'm already there.
Yeah.
So, Gabby, what first drew you to bartending, and how did you break into the event scenes with DFW Bartending?
My first interest was I worked at the airport and we had a bar next to us, and I just used to watch them. If it was slow but they were busy, I would just sit there and watch them, and I just thought how cool they look and how badass they look, their movement and just their interaction with people. And so like I just enjoyed watching them do that, and I told myself like I think I could do that. And so that's when one of my good friends put me on at a restaurant, 54th Street. And so I started from the ground up. I started hosting. Then I was doing express, all the to-goes, answering the phones and doing all that good stuff. And then I was a busser. And then eventually I started serving. And it took me a minute for them to adjust and move me, because they were always looking for somebody to replace where I was before they actually moved me anywhere. But yes, finally started serving. That came kind of easy. And I think doing the express kind of helped with that, because I already knew the menu. Now it's just actually approaching these people at the tables. I started bar backing. And then once I started bar backing, that's when some of the bartenders were starting to show me how to prep certain things. It was like, yeah, we got to get you back here. And it took them a minute until I actually approached them. I'm like, hey, I would like to bartend. And they was like, really? And I'm just like, yeah. They was like, oh, we didn't think you were interested. I was like, yeah, no, I'm really interested. And so it just kind of went from there. Started my training, and yeah, that was that. And then when it came to DFW, Angie and Shelby, I don't know if y'all know, or at least Angie, they actually used to be my regulars at 54th Street. And Angie brought it to me. She was like, hey, I think you'll be really good at this. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, just let me know. I kind of blew it off at first. And then she came back to me again about it like a couple of months later. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah. So that's when she hit up Savannah. And I came to speak to Savannah when they were at the across the street. And I've been locked in ever since, man. They stuck with me now. I ain't going nowhere. They are stuck with me.
You kind of locked in.
How many years has it been?
Huh?
How many years has it been?
3-4 years now with
okay.
DFW. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's been great. It's been a great experience. I love it. Didn't even know that this side of bartending even existed as far as like doing events and doing what we do. So that was new to me, and I enjoy it. It's different experiences everywhere we go. Yeah. And I just be vibing, man. I just be vibing for real.
I get you.
Yeah, buddy.
So
No, go ahead.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
That. So in regards to DFW,
okay,
it seems that there's this culture that's kind of built around like a family atmosphere.
And it is.
Tell us about that.
The way Savannah and Charlie work, like that's how they move. They're not just our bosses. Like legit, if there's anything you need and you reach out to them, they're going to try to help you figure that out or do whatever they can to be there for you as an individual outside of work. Because we all go through things, we all deal with things, and sometimes when you go and clock in, they don't care about that. You know what I mean? Like if you're having a bad day or you can't come in because of something, like they don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Before you know it, oh, they didn't fired you because you had a family emergency or something. A lot of places don't understand that, and they do. They are personable. You know what I mean? They'll work with you in any way possible. You just have to bring that to them. And so I feel like because they set that tone, it kind of sets the tone for everybody else. So when we all get together, it's literally a family. It's huge. And we're all just enjoying each other. You know what I mean? Getting to know each other. Yep. So yeah, that I love it, honestly.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I've had the opportunity to just kind of watch it from afar, and it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, man. And that creates a really great work environment.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So as we roll through these questions, so what's one of your most memorable moments, memorable events, and what is it that made it so unforgettable for you?
Let's see.
I know it's a lot of them.
It is. Oh, my first bar mitzvah. I'm serious. Like, you know how when you watch like a movie or a show or something, and you know, it's a bar mitzvah scene or whatever, you know what I mean? Like how you see it on TV is literally like that in person. That blew my mind. Like I thought a quinceañera was huge, and I thought they go all out for that. Yeah. But a bar mitzvah, oh my gosh. Like it's a different type of celebration. It's not just their birthday. You know what I mean? Like the way they go all out for their kid is insane. And
so is that one in particular bar mitzvah or just all the ones you've done?
I've done 2, and they were both
insane
up there. You know what I mean? Like at the end, they had one, they had bought basketballs for all the kids, and it had the little girl's like name on it and her little logo for the night. And so at the end of the night, they all got a basketball. I got a basketball. I actually still have it. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting one of those.
You get a basketball.
What do you mean? What? Yeah. Since you're passing them out like that, you got some leftovers?
That's cool.
Let me get one.
So who are you serving drinks to? The kids or to the parents?
No, to the parents. Okay. So the kids actually had like their own little bar. They were making, I don't know, some little mocktail deal with cotton candy on top and stuff like that. So they had their own little bar to go to, and then the adults were coming to us. Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So much food, so much dessert. Yeah, they had like
That's
think
wild. It seemed
donut ice cream sandwiches.
yeah,
You
it
can
seemed
go
like
over
you
there.
would think something celebrity instead of just some kids bar mitzvah.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
some of your most
For me, yeah, just because I don't know, it's like for me, certain things like that you see on TV is just like, oh, that's
Yeah.
TV. Nothing's like that. It's not really
It's not
like
real.
that
Yeah.
in real life. No, it is. It definitely
Okay.
is, and I respect it, man. They're having a good time. They're partying,
Cool.
man.
I've got to do a bar mitzvah. Got to
No,
put that on
I'm
my
serious.
list eventually.
Yeah, they have these, and there's an actual this like dance group that does the bar mitzvahs. They reach out to them because both bar mitzvahs I did, they were there. They got this huge dance floor. They all have on like those little light up shoes or whatever. So they're like on the dance floor the whole time, trying to get the kids hyped, keep them hyped and entertained. So yeah, it's a whole show.
That's
Yeah,
a production.
Yeah, for
That's a
sure.
production.
For sure.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
that was something I definitely enjoy doing.
Wow. Would have
Yeah,
never
man.
thought that. But that's
No,
pretty
for real.
interesting.
I mean, saying it's huge.
Yeah, it is.
When you look up, the definition of going all out.
Yeah,
That's what you're gonna
that's
see.
it.
Yeah.
Bar mitzvah.
Bar mitzvahs.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, yo.
Because they go all out.
Definitely.
So, what inspired you to be a part of Savvy Sips, and how does podcasting compare to bartending in terms of the connections?
Okay. Well, what inspired me was Maysu. Had she not asked me, I wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely honored that she even thought about me. You know what I mean? She just hit me up. Hey, I want to talk to you about it. I'm just like, okay, what's up? Like, I didn't think it was gonna be, I want you to host it. Like that right there.
You thought she just wanted you to be on the show.
Or whatever. I didn't know what to think.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just thought she had questions or whatever. And
Your opinions on the show.
Yeah. She just kind of hit me. Well, I want you to host it. And I was just like, what? Me?
The nice one.
No way. So yeah, that was super dope. Yeah, that little small experience right there was exciting for me.
So over the time, do you feel like you've gotten better? Are you getting comfortable? Do you like it?
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's something different for me. Never thought I'd be doing anything like this. So I'm definitely getting a lot more comfortable. I don't know what it is about the beginning and the ending of it, but for some reason I be struggling. It's like the smallest struggles in the world or whatever, like all in between. Like I'm cool, I'm comfortable, like I'm getting there. It's different when you have cameras on you. And it's about to like be out there for everybody to see. So in the beginning, I think to watch that first episode, I think it took me like 2 days
Really?
to actually watch it. Like I watched the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't like the way I sound. So I just didn't watch it. I was just like, I'm gonna wait a couple of days, just let it get out there or whatever. And I definitely feel like I'm getting better at it, getting a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
Getting the hang of things and how it all works.
So, like Mike said, how does it compare to bartending? Is it kind of like having a do you try to put it in that sense where you're just having a conversation, listening to people, or trying to drag out their I won't say drag out, but talk to them about problems or different things? It's kind of like having a conversation.
Yes. So that part, it definitely, as far as just talking and having conversation, that's the same. So that's not really an issue for me. It's the camera. I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm sitting here really thinking about it, it's the camera.
And I think also it's the part that's scripted. If you can just flow, it's
and
easier.
that's what I'm working on.
Me and Mike will try to shoot something or do a commercial, and it'll take us 10 times to do that. But if we're just sitting here having a conversation, it's easy.
And like before we start, sometimes it's like that. Whoever I'm interviewing, we're sitting there just chopping it up, doing our thing. It's just like, okay, we're ready, and I'm like, oh. There's an intro. I forgot. I gotta get through that.
I promise you, it's the scripted part. If we can just do everything off the top of the head, it would be wonderful.
Yeah, so that's something that I'm working on because I mean the whole intro part, it's kind of repetitive. You already know what you're gonna say or want to say. Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like my brain is moving a lot faster than my mouth is. So then when I go to say something, Now I'm all discombobulated. I'm
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
stumbling over my
But
words.
you've gotten much better because we set for the first episode and
For real?
it's got we were
Yeah.
sit, we were
Yeah, we
here.
were
Well,
saying-
yeah, I know
Yeah,
that for the
yeah.
first episode, but
But I
appreciate
even
that.
think you did good then.
Yeah,
I just
I mean-
think
Really?
you allowed your nerves
Yeah, it took over for sure.
to
I was sweating.
start driving the car.
I was
Yeah.
sweating the
Yeah,
whole
you know.
time, man.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we all get better. We have to keep doing this repetitive. It's kind of like DJing. As you go, you learn different things. You get better.
Mhm.
You know how to ask questions. And trust me, over the years, I mean, these 2 years that me and Mike have been podcasting, we've learned so much. And I'm going to tell you, well, I won't say that. But go back, you listen, like you said, it took you a while, but just go back and listen. And are you giving the host, the person you're interviewing, a chance to breathe and talk and get their full statement out, or we talk? So we had to learn a lot about, being quiet and just listening.
Yeah. I feel like I'm really good at being quiet, at being and listening, but sometimes I think I'd be looking for a certain response so I can like bounce off of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't happen. So now I'm like,
where do I go now?
moving on, next question. You know what I mean? Because now we're just gonna be sitting
that's
here in
okay.
awkward silence,
Yeah,
but
that's-
that's something that I feel like I could work on, and I am working on as far as like try to, I guess, pull it out of them a little bit. Like know what to ask next.
Go 3 deep.
You know what I mean, and be able to, I don't know, make them feel more comfortable, because I feel like whoever I'm interviewing, sometimes they're a lot more nervous than I am. And then it makes me a lot more nervous because now I'm like, okay, I hope I can get this out of you. You know what I mean? So, but other than that, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Once we get the ball rolling, everything's all good.
Yeah, and for us, and I know for me, I don't like to have too many conversations with them beforehand.
Yeah.
Because I like everything to be, organic. So if I'm talking to you beforehand, I'm just talking to you about anything. I don't allow it to get, personal, because because then I'm taking something away from
what
the show.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah. But it is a lesson, and it's just, like Jeff said, it's riding a bike. You just keep riding.
Yeah.
Pretty soon you popping wheelies and
man,
doing
I can't
stunts
wait.
and
I can't
riding
wait.
backwards. And,
Y'all watch out now, okay? Because when that happens, it's over with.
Oh, it already did. Yeah. So, but no, it's a great thing. I think it's something that allows you to learn so much from others, but you also learn something about yourself. And then you end up falling in love with that, and like, man, I didn't even know I would like something like that.
Yeah. So that for me, this whole experience is exactly like that. Like I said, this is something out of my norm. Like I never thought I'd be sitting here interviewing people or being interviewed. You know what I mean? Like for me, this is a big deal.
Oh, it's great.
Cool.
It's a big deal.
All right, moving.
All right.
on.
How do you handle challenging guests? I'm not even gonna read the second part of that question. How do you handle challenging guests?
I have to compose myself at first. That's something I had to learn with bartending or in the service industry, period, is to compose my own emotions. Because with customers, you can't always give it back. Like whatever their attitude is, you can't give that right back to them because you're the one servicing them. So there's ways that you have to work around that. And it took me a while because I was that person. If you gave me attitude, I'm going to give it right back to you. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
Not realizing like I'm putting my money on the line. I'm putting my job on the line.
Everything.
But I didn't care because it's just like, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? Like I'm coming at you respectfully. I'm trying to make sure we get everything handled how you want it to be handled. So you just got to talk to me because all that other, sometimes it just in one ear and out the other. But, I just try to be respectful, even if they're upset, just try to calm them down and let them know like, hey, listen, this is just my job. These are my guidelines and that I have to follow. You know what I mean? If you don't understand that, that's fine. We can get somebody else to let you know that could possibly help you understand that.
So let me ask you this: from a restaurant to what we do now in the service industry, weddings and all events, is it different with?
For me,
are they worse?
In a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're not quite as bad at a wedding or whatever.
No, at all. And I feel like that's why I love doing these events so much, because I really
Different
don't.
mentality.
Yeah, like now I'm used to dealing with so many different personalities. In the
Yeah.
room. You know what I mean? So for me, that's not an issue. Yeah, they're a lot more laid back. They're literally pulling up to have a good time, regardless of what type of event it is.
Yeah.
When you're at a restaurant, you have all types of people coming in. They got an attitude. They just got off work, had a bad day, or whatever the case may be. So that can be overwhelming sometimes. Like it could be a lot. I've definitely had my moments where I've snapped, and it made me feel terrible. It definitely made me feel terrible afterwards, because it's just like I allowed them to bring that side out of me. And I hate that side of me now. Like before, I never really cared about that side. It was what it was. But now I hate that side of me, because it can be so ugly sometimes. And I'm like, I feel bad, because it's like I didn't want to have to do that. But I just felt like you pushed me there, because now I'm not getting any respect, but I have to continue to respect you. You know what I mean? So that for me, customers, those are two different worlds. Right. Two different worlds.
So I hate to go here, but I have to.
Go ahead, man.
So, man, and that is such I think, a dark spot on everybody as people, because you're in a situation to where you have to be this unrealistic person, because
superhuman.
It's asking you to be unrealistic, and it's asking you to allow someone to just dump on you, and
you just gotta take
I can't respond in a certain way. Even if I say, hey, you're wrong, you can't talk to me like that, that goes the other way. And it's just sad that we live in a society, in a world where people can do that and not be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
And we have to learn how to swallow that. But the question is, what does that do to us?
Oh man, it makes you feel miserable.
Do it put you in a point? And what I'm saying, and I'm not trying to open up a can of worms, I'm just saying, does it put you at a point that there's that one situation that may happen, that it may be a boiling point for you, and you just explode on someone for what they may do, and although they did something to you that's wrong, but it's really all of those other situations that you just
the icing on the cake, that one situation.
You know, and I'm not saying that we're asked to do the impossible, and it's not saying that we can't do it, but in doing that, you have to find something to allow you to be able to let that go. Whether you say, you know what, just because you're an a-hole and you're doing that, it's not personal. I'm not going to take it personal.
Yeah, that's it's so challenging in the restaurant for me. That, like I said, that was my biggest challenge, was having to take all that in, because you're not dealing with just customers, you're dealing with employees. You know what I mean? And sometimes employees are being, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? So now that puts more on you. You know what I mean? Because you might have a manager that relies on you, one of the servers, you and whoever else, to, you know, kind of hold things together or whatever. And sometimes us, like, we're on a stage for real in a restaurant. No matter where we go, we're being seen, we're being watched. And you can't walk in there and you're having a bad day. Like, you have to leave that at the door. And sometimes that is just so hard when you're actually dealing with something for real, like outside of work. Sometimes personal things that are happening in your life, it's just hard to be able to let that go do a job for a couple of hours and then leave, you know. But now that you're leaving, it's 10 o'clock at night, and now you're trying to deal with all these emotions that you had going on before you even came in. Now your night is all emotional and frustrating and all of that, and whoever you're going home to kind of catches that. And that's not fair to them, because, you know, that's not their fault. but you've had to hold that in for 4 to 6 hours, and now you have to go.
Sounds
home
like
and try to
DJing.
get that.
Yeah.
Same thing we have to deal with too, but not
Yeah.
probably on the extensive basis that y'all do. Yeah, we get rowdy, rude customers, and definitely it can be bad in restaurants. Management, guests can be ugly, nasty.
Oh yes.
And we have ugly, nasty people at events too. But play this right now, do this.
Yeah,
So,
like it sucks to have to take that in sometimes and just kind of bow down. Like I understand, like it's the job. It's kind of like what we have to do. But it's just like, dang, I'm still human. Like I understand I'm working, but I'm a human just like you. If I came up to you and let you know, hey, we need to do this right now, or we need to be on schedule for this right now, or whatever, you wouldn't like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, what makes you think we want to have to deal with that all the time?
That was a great question. That brings out a lot and saw some strong emotion there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It
touches because we are pin cushions. Everybody throws something at us. If it's not an angry bride, it could be a mean planner. It could be a belligerent drunk guest. It could be
then
anything.
you own it.
Yeah, somebody. Well, why'd you? Like the other night, I had somebody get on me about parking. I'm like, I got to get my stuff out of here like everybody else. But you understand, and you
just adjust.
Yeah, you just adjust. And we have to bite our tongue a lot just because we're in the service industry and roll
so
on.
much.
And so I get it.
And it's good. It's just we have to learn how to deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Because we can become walking time bombs.
I feel like in the service industry, that's why so many people go out and drink.
But you can't
afterwards.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because we deal with so much, many personalities.
And not only are you taking on your burden, especially as a bartender, us not so much, but you're listening to people's story. This happened to me.
You got to close your ears.
Man, yo, it's crazy. I watched somebody cried on spot one time telling me something. I'm like, yo.
Wait. So
I'm too busy for this right now. I'm so sorry. Would you like some water?
We'll both be sitting here having a drink and
oh my God.
That's
man.
Wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
So we deal as bartenders for sure. You deal with a lot of other people's emotions, like, because it's one or two of you back there. It's a lot more personable. You can talk to these people, get to know them. They get to know you. Sometimes it does get a little personal if y'all are vibing and you just think they're cool and they think you're cool or whatever. And sometimes things get deep. It's crazy. I had to walk away because I'm like, hold on. Wait a minute.
Because
I just want to work today. I don't want to do this. I'll be right back.
You don't know why they sit down.
No, you don't.
And sometimes a lot of it be, from the pressures of life.
Yeah.
And they need somebody to throw it up on.
Yeah. No, for sure. I've definitely had somebody definitely let me know, hey, I walked in and had a terrible day, but I appreciate you. Because sometimes you have to look past what they have going on and just serve them. Just serve them, do what you do. And sometimes you can avoid all of that. You don't have to worry about attitudes and this and that. I started to learn just to get ahead of the game. I go tell a manager quick, hey, I have this table. Okay. They're this, and that. So let's make sure we get this, and that right. Just so we can all avoid this thing.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of different things that I learned being a server and bartender. And I could definitely appreciate it because it has helped me a lot personally and just learn to deal with people because I wasn't always good with that. I hated dealing with people, honestly.
Wow.
So being in that,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So let's ask this here. So what is your favorite cocktail to make and what story does it tell?
My favorite cocktail to make is when they give me free range.
Okay. And what?
So free range, it could be anything. They'd be like, just surprise me. So I'm like, okay, cool. You like whiskey? You like tequila? You like vodka?
Okay.
Do you like sweet, tart? What do you like? And so for me, that just helps me get creative because that's why I love bartending because the creativity behind it. You know what I mean? You have a cocktail list.
Give me a list. Crazy. It's so much that sounds like DJing. I like it. Okay. Do you like reggae? Do you like this?
No, seriously.
No, seriously. That's what I'm saying. It's you sounding like a DJ there, and I got so much creativity. I can go here. I can go there. You tell me what you like, and I can put it in the
free
cup.
range.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted you.
No, you're good.
That was a great point.
Yes.
But yeah, normally that's just what I do. Like I said, like the creativity behind it. You know, it gets my brain going. Just like, ooh, okay, so what do I have to work with, and what can I do with it?
Wow.
And so that's my favorite cocktail, is having that free range. Because I mean, you can go anywhere, any restaurant you go to, all their cocktail lists for the most part is the same. It's similar in a way. If you've been to multiple restaurants and you look at their cocktail list, you're like, oh, it might be one ingredient different that makes it different from that next one, but it's the same drink or whatever. So it's just like, oh, all of those are cool. I feel like everybody's had that. But when I have free range, I can put something different on the table.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And just,
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
that's it. So whatever they say, surprise me. So, and that could be anything. That could be anything. Yeah.
So follow up to that, because Jeff said something about music. So in music, you know, we may mix something that we've never thought about mixing. You know, you might take Snap Your Fingers and mix it with Shaka Khan. Which song?
I'm waiting on this because I want to hear what BPM range you're going
it's
on
the
with.
same
that.
BPM.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah.
What is the song? I Can Love You Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what song?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Just roll with it.
Just roll with
But
it.
I need the name of the song, Jeff.
Which song you singing?
Mary J did the remake of it. Sweet Thing.
Yeah.
So you take Snap, you know, we may take Snap Your
shoot.
Fingers
That's dope.
and Sweet Thing and
Yeah,
put it together.
mesh
Never
it.
did it before.
I had no idea where you were going
Yeah,
with
I
that,
know
but
you
okay.
did.
Wow. All right.
So
okay.
when you think
Thinking
about
danceable.
when you think about drinks, do you do the same thing? Okay, you might take Crown and do it with something that you
Yeah. That's I like I said, I look around, I see what's available.
Okay.
And I just kind of go crazy. Like there's one I make, it's crown apple, Midori, pineapple juice, little lime juice, splash of Sprite.
Have you given it a name?
No, I haven't.
Why?
I have no
the
idea.
Gabby remix?
Yeah, sure. Whatever anybody says, I'm like, yeah, we're going with that. You know what I mean?
Have you served it to a few people and they
I
like
have.
it?
Yeah. They definitely enjoyed it. Then they look at me and say that's dangerous. Yeah, because it's sweet. You really
What's
don't.
dangerous about it?
It's
Is it
sweet.
it
You
sneaks
don't-
up on you?
Yeah, you don't taste like you'll taste the Crown because everybody knows what Crown tastes like, whether it's flavored or not. You know it's Crown,
Mhm.
but the drink itself is sweet. So you'll
It can
sit
sneak up
there
on
and
you.
absolutely, and
It's
just
too many.
grab you by your collar real quick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I've tried it at different places, like the other spot that I work at, Southern Junction, Texas. This dude, he was like, yeah, just give me a shot, any shot. I was like, you trust me? He said, yeah. I was like, bet. So I made him that real quick or whatever, and he enjoyed it. He just kind of looked at me. He was like, that's different. He was like, I'll be back. And he came back. He got like 2 more or whatever. So like, I never know what anybody's reaction is going to be.
Yeah.
I'm just trusting that I did a good job, and hopefully that
Do they give you a
like it.
base, or sometimes you ask for a base, or did you just fix that because that was something?
I always ask for a base.
Okay.
I always ask for a base just because I feel like when it comes to liquor, people have what they like.
Yeah.
So I would rather give you what you like, at least that base part of it, and then everything else I'm just gonna come up with.
Okay. All right.
Look like you need to say here, sinus wave.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. No.
Yeah,
way.
'cause this is gonna take you by your collar and run you through the ringer. So, sign this little waiver, and then you trust me.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to ask is, do you trust me? And they always look at me and they're just like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Wow.
All right, Jeffrey.
All right. What are behind the scenes realities of being a bartender most people don't realize?
It's harder than it looks. It's
Oh.
not all glitz and glam.
So please explain.
So like for me, when I first became interested watching it, I'm just like, oh yeah, I could do that. That's nothing. You know what I mean? You're just pouring up. No, it's so much more that goes into that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, there's a lot of talking involved. You really sometimes have to be personable, and really be willing to have conversation with anybody that comes and sit down and know how to do that. On top of running the service well. If you have cocktail tables.
Oh, okay. We have to ask because we don't know what is a service well.
Okay, so you know how when you go to a restaurant, you have that bartender that's just standing there making drinks, handing them out to the servers to grab. That's a service well.
Okay.
So your service well is anybody that's ringing in drinks or anything like that is going to come to the well, and then you go there, make those drinks, and get them out. So,
okay, in the restaurant.
Yeah, in a rataurant. Yeah, sometimes it could be a crazy busy night, and that service well could pop off. When I first got out of training, that happened to me. I think I was like, just walked in, counted my drawer. That morning bartender was getting her tail whooped, and I'm like, all right, you got this. I did not. I walked in like 30 tickets deep. And I'm like, yo, y'all want me to do what?
And everybody, I need some help.
And then you got the servers that are having attitudes because they're waiting on things. So it's just like, now I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So
they're
like,
being pressured. They're putting pressure on you.
Yeah, the pressure is because in a way, like, we're kind of running that thing. Like you have the kitchen and the bar. The servers are just there to make sure everybody have a good time. But if the kitchen not getting food out, the bar not getting drinks out, we got a problem. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not all glitz and glams. I know it look fun. It's a lot of hard work that goes into that. We're constantly moving. Clean up, set up. It's more than just showing up and making drinks. You know what I mean? Like you got to talk to people. You got to, I don't know. It's a lot that goes into it. At least for me, it definitely humbled me immediately. Like I said, after that first time, I was like, yeah, I'll never let that happen again. Oh no, I learned right then and there. And then I was on my A game after that. But thank God for the service well, because that helped me with speed. And a lot of times that matters. Yeah. Your speed is everything, you know, and still being able to be efficient with it, push things out, and still be able to take care of these customers and have a great attitude about it, and learn to deal with the service as well. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
You know, like you, Jeff, the more she talks, the more it sounds like DJing.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably tie everything back to DJing, but I mean, a lot of it sounds like what we deal with too. Yeah, and a lot of y'all probably never thought about we deal with the same thing
at all.
Yeah, we deal with like attitude, stories.
Oh yeah,
I got to tell you a whole story because I want you to play this song. You know, this is from my lost grandmama, or we did this in high school, and you know, play this because it's gonna bring back this. So we get all kind of stories too. Not quite as bad or long or deep, but we do get stuff.
And I'm saying like your job, you have to have a excellent memory. And it's all about multitasking.
Yeah,
you have to continuously, you know, you got Sarah over here steady trying to tell you about Rick that broke her heart. You know, you got Jim over here, he wants his drink. You got Becky in the back.
Hey,
you know,
man.
You got all of these people.
Yeah.
Then you got this dude, he's taking an order. He wants, you know, hamburger and fries. Then you got, like you say, the service well, you got 10 drinks there. It's so much that goes into that.
Yeah.
Then you flip it. So we got the planner. You got the people on the floor in front of us. We got the bride. We got the best man. We got somebody coming up. Then you got, you know, just anything. Yeah. And you got all of that in your ear, and you're trying to make sure all of that on that floor stays well.
It's so much that's going on at once.
It can compare to both, and you just have to be able to multitask. Keep the fire burning.
Yes.
Keep that brain working, baby.
Burn. So, how do you balance your role as a bartender, podcaster, host, and I would say an entrepreneur, creative entrepreneur? How do you balance that?
I just kind of do it. I don't know.
I like that.
I feel like I have a job to do, regardless of what it is. So even if I only got 4 hours of sleep, I got to get up and I got to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. That's just my mentality about a lot. It's just, you just got to go out there and make it happen. Sometimes I have 3 different things going on at once in one day. You know what I mean? And just like, I know I have to do that. So it's just like, all right, I just got to make sure I have everything prepared for that day or for that week. My schedule does get a little hectic sometimes where I forget. like, oh, I got to be here this day and not over here that day. So the scheduling for me, I just have to stay on top of it for real. I just think, oh, it's all in my head. Like, I got it. It's nothing. I won't forget. I literally just told my best friend, I need to get a calendar.
Yeah.
Like, I need to get a calendar.
The only way to go through life.
Yeah, to
on a schedule.
Yeah. So I have to get used to that. But other than that, like I just kind of do it. Get up and get it done. There's really no plan behind how I do it. I just know I have to.
Yeah. Well, I would tell you this, and I know Jeff would echo this 1,000 times. As you go through, you realize that having a schedule and something to keep you on track is beyond important.
Yeah.
So that calendar, you know, I remember I never thought that I would get to a point to where I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. So if the calendar tells you what you're supposed to be doing, hey, blink your eyes, right?
And don't make sure you blink. Hey, did I blink today? I don't know, man. I don't know.
So you don't get dry eyes.
Yeah. You finally blink. Now you got tears running down. Yeah. Man.
I'm just saying it gets crazy.
No, yeah.
But that's just do it. But yeah, you definitely need to start putting stuff down. Putting
Yes,
it on your
I
calendar,
don't
make
know
sure,
who I think I am, thinking I can just remember these things,
you
or
can't.
constantly have to go look at this schedule or that schedule. It's just like, nah, bruh, you need to get yourself a calendar.
That's why they call it a smartphone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can have reminders. It'll even like
I
if
need
you had to
something
come
right
here
in
today for
front of
this,
me.
you could have said it. Say I need drive time. It'll tell you before time to come. It'll pop up. Hey, it's time to go. So we have to use the stuff that we have to make our
resources.
life easier.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Many
almost
have
like
tried that.
Yeah.
It's like I enjoy to torture myself like that sometimes. I don't know what it is.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Then you won't show up for something or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So here's another one. What advice do you have for anyone who wants to turn a service job into a personal brand? So are you trying to turn Gabby into a personal brand?
I think now, yes. Especially doing the podcast now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I kind of have to think about it like that in a way. Like Savvy Sips itself is a brand, but I feel like I should also be a brand as well. Like my name or myself, they're seeing my face.
Does anybody recognize you from the podcast?
If they haven't said anything.
Okay, it's coming.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it. I
trust me, it'll
think
come.
that moment is kind of going to freak me out a little bit because it's just like,
I saw you on the podcast.
like, okay, like, yo,
It's coming.
It's coming. Trust me. Y'all keep doing episodes and keep,
Yeah.
especially in
And
this, especially in our industry. I'm sure people are watching, even if it's not for good reasons.
Right,
They're
right. But
watching.
still, you're watching. That's a
They
view.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But advice, I just thought about it. Like it's recent thoughts for real. Get out there and do it. Use your resources, people that you know. Talk to them, see how they did it. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a journey. But eventually you'll get there, and you're gonna know what you're doing and know what your goals are as far as to continue to elevate yourself. Yeah. I should think about that more.
There go Mike that's the nice one over there trying to make you think and come up with these deep thought personal
that's
questions.
Okay, there's something for me to think about
but
now.
It is,
for real.
it really is. We want you to think deep.
Oh,
deeply.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm saying it's true. You are a brand. We all are brands, and we have to think about that. What do we want to be looked at as? How do we want to be seen? Because now, once you put that camera on you, people can see it all over the world. And like Jeff was saying, it'd be the most inopportune times that somebody might walk up to you. You might be with your mom at the store.
Yeah.
Man, I saw you on the podcast.
Yeah.
Or they may say, do you do podcast? It happens.
Yeah. We're everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, people walk. Yeah, I watch y'all show, and you guys are doing some good stuff for the industry. So, yeah. And
It
I
happens.
guess y'all need to broaden out and interview different people outside of, just different people from different walks of life, or maybe even somebody you met at the bar. Hey, you'd be a great guest on the show. Can you come in?
Yeah, that's literally right before I came in here. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to expand.
It's definitely in the works for sure.
Yeah, because we try to talk to we talk to planners, bartenders, we talk to anybody, because everybody has a different, and it all can relate back to what we actually do. So we have fun with it, but keep the fire rolling. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what is one of the stories or lessons you've shared on Savvy Sips that really stuck with your audience?
That I've said personally,
or that you've gotten from somebody on the show?
I feel like everybody's kind of said this about as far as like the bartending industry, the industry period, is us being on a stage and in front of everybody and learning to adjust to all these different people at once, and how that teaches us in life how to deal with all walks of life. Just in a grocery store, you're walking in a grocery store and somebody didn't cut you off with their cart, or whatever the case may be. You now know how to approach something like that, rather than not take it so personal or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we've all talked about that. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that as far as just adjusting and learning how to deal with people in general. Because we deal with all types of people. Like, you think everybody kind of thinks how you do.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's not like that at all.
At all.
We all think differently, move differently. And we have to get out of that mindset of thinking that everybody else thinks how we do or approach a certain situation how we would. And it's not like that. And I think that also saves you from being so irritated or angry or annoyed when you just understand, like, okay, well, they clearly don't think how I think and wouldn't have done what I would have done.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. But I feel like that kind of sticks with everybody, honestly. Just because I feel like everybody worldwide can relate to that as far as trying to adjust and learn how to deal with people in general.
True.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
I kind of want to ask them, do you guys pay attention to DJs, or does it?
I do. I do.
I've worked with you before, so I know. I'm just saying, can you tell a good one from a bad one, or
yes.
What makes it good for you? I'm sorry, I got to go off. Go into the DJ.
I was waiting on
you. For me, I feel like what makes a good DJ is the transition in songs. How they do that, if they're able to go from one song to the next and still keep those people on the dance floor. Yeah. Regardless, you're going to have some people that are going to leave the dance floor just because, all right, they're tired or whatever the case may be, or that just was really their favorite song. So that's why they were on the dance floor. But transition for me, the transition in songs and how they do it.
So when you say transition, and I know you were saying how they do it, you're about to go there. I want you just to explain what that means, because that could be a very vague statement.
Okay.
So give us the meat.
So sometimes you'll hear like a slight pause in a transition. And sometimes that pause, you could lose 10 people off the dance floor, because now they don't know where you're going with it. Yeah. What you're about to do.
You allowed them to think.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you're giving them that time to be like, I'm going to walk away now. I'm going to go to the bar. I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to go outside or do whatever. Yeah. So I like when it almost sounds like you've meshed.
Seamless wave.
Yes.
Of
so when you're on one song and you're going into the next, you can hear it in the background. So them
preparing
hearing that,
right.
Yeah. So hearing that in the background.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Go ahead.
Ooh, is it getting messy?
No. This is exactly what we want to. I won't say what we want to hear, but a lot of so many people try to tell us it doesn't matter, but as a
Yes, it
bartender, if
does.
you're in the bar and you know that as a bartender,
And I love music too.
Yeah.
Like for me, I love music. Before bartending, DJ was definitely something that crossed my mind because I
Wow.
love music so much. But I'm just like, oh, it's a little technical. I don't know if I have the patience for that, you know.
yeah,
It's the same.
It's the
If you
same.
got
Trust me.
if you
Yeah.
got patience to come into 30 tickets,
Yeah,
And
right.
how many drinks do you think you have in your head?
Whew, I don't even know.
Do y'all, is there hundreds
Maybe.
or 20, 30, 40, 50 drinks?
It could be hundreds. Because there's a lot that you don't really make often, so you kind of forget about them. But I'm just gonna throw a number out there. I don't know, 50.
Yeah.
Because even just saying that, like a sidecar, you know what a sidecar is?
No.
Yeah. So exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like even I forget about that. You know, it's a martini, it's cognac, lemon juice, agave.
See?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
That's I mean that you got it. If you could do that, you remember, okay, this will go with that. I can play with this. This is
Yeah.
that beat. This song is that fast. This song is that slow. This song
Mhm.
has the perfect key to go with that. I can play this right here and get this reaction. Go to this. Cause like
you gotta get a feel.
I don't know if y'all do when y'all leave, but like us, I'm always 3 songs ahead when I'm trying to DJ. I always try to be 3 songs ahead. So I don't know if you already, drinks. Yeah, of course you can't because you don't know what people gonna ask for, but you probably have suggestions in your head that this you like this, I can give
That's
you this.
why I said I start with that base. What do you like?
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what do you like? And then boom, you can go from there or whatever. But just like with the DJ, like I said, that transition for me is that mesh where you can hear
Yeah.
that next song in the background, even if it's just like a quick little 3 count that they can hear.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like they'll be pausing and be like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
that's
coming.
my
Yeah.
And so you know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're keeping them there, you're keeping them involved, and you're seeing it. So it's just like, okay, bet. Just
So-
reading the room, reading the crowd.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. Just like us
Speak,
as
young Gabby.
bartenders,
Speak.
just like us as bartenders, we have to know
Mhm.
we learn to read customers when they approach us.
Yeah.
Half the times we can already know what they're going to order before they
Y'all
order.
know I had to go off script and get to DJ. So before we go to anything, Mike, did you have anything you wanted to ask DJ Wise, or did that hit it for you?
Well, yes, for the most part, it does. For me, it's important to hear what people think and feel because I'm under the impression that the story that some people tell themselves is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that, people will say what doesn't matter because sometimes the reason of them saying that is because they don't want to put in the work to do that.
Yeah.
So they say it doesn't matter
Mhm.
when if you're reading the room as you say it or as you state it, in order to read the room, you have to be looking at the room. You have to be watching what's going on as you play, just like with bartending. You have to watch how much medicine or spirits, you can't allow somebody to float into the ether. So
I like the way
No,
you
you
put
can't.
that.
You can't.
so sometimes you have to say, Johnny, it's
Yeah.
closed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The bar is
Done.
closed for you.
Mhm.
So in watching all of this, you can see when you play something that the person hears it in the background. I know that because I watched you when I was playing, when we was doing
Oh, the tailgate?
the tailgate,
Yeah, man.
that you could hear what was coming in and it started to excite you. And it's not just you, it's most people.
Mm-hmm.
If you are doing your job, you would see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like a cocky DJ. I've
Mm.
come across some of those where they're just kind of head down,
Mm.
playing whatever they were going to play, whatever they want to play, and
Oh,
not
love it.
what the crowd wants to hear. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
sometimes you can, if you want to put on that first song, whatever, any song just to fill it out. Cool. I understand those first couple of songs because you're trying to get things warmed up. But to just do that the entire time, I just think like, okay, like what are you doing? What's your goal here? You know what I mean? Because nobody's really doing anything. You're the only one excited. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're sitting in your car listening to your own playlist and not really caring about who else is there, who else is around.
You forgot that people are here with you.
Yeah. Then it's almost like you approach them with it. Now they have the attitude like you're in the wrong, but it's like, I'm just saying, bro, would like you to add this song to the list. That's all I'm saying.
Let's take it back to bartending. That's just like me coming up asking you for a Coke on the rocks and you fixing me a rum and Coke.
Yeah.
Because that's what
I want you to have.
Yeah.
And here's a lime with it. You know what I mean?
I'm allergic to lime.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I love your observation. And just based on your observation, you would make a great DJ.
I appreciate that, man.
You would. I'm just saying
Thank you.
because just on that alone, the technical thing is one thing.
Yeah.
But if you can master dealing with that, what you deal with now,
you
can do anything.
Yeah, you can do it. If you learn how to DJ, you can do it. Because you're already dealing with, and it's not quite as bad and not quite as personal. Yeah, we get a lot of stuff, but not quite like what y'all get. Yeah. But we do get some stories.
I get it.
People will come in and pull up a tent or pull up a chair in the booth and want to tell you their story.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, man, I'm trying to play some music.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be listening to that.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my
man,
bubble.
it's crazy. I've had people that will actually come, and the worst, like for me as a DJ, the worst thing you can do
is come behind your booth.
It's not just come behind the booth. Get on the side of me. And you're in my personal space. And then not only are you in my personal space, you're continuously talking to me.
I'm not interested.
Yes.
You can't
give
tell?
me a command and let me act on the command and get the hell away from me.
I know that's right.
Now, Michael.
No, I'm just saying, people don't realize that they get so caught up in their emotions that they don't realize that they have made it uncomfortable for you.
Yeah.
Now I smell what you were drinking. Because you all on me. Yeah.
And you still got to try to keep it professional. Oh my God, nah, man, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness, yeah, y'all probably deal with that aspect of it too.
Oh, absolutely.
Hello, Gabby.
Had too many. It went from Gabby to hey, babe. I'm talking about this.
Cut them off.
Yeah, and it's like
turn them off. Somebody get him out of here.
So for us, one of the best things to do, and Jeff has this, I call it a buffer. Have someone up there with you. Because when I have a buffer, soon as I see them coming, I point to the buffer. don't even come over here. Go to the buffer. I am mute.
Yeah.
I don't even speak.
Yeah. Yeah. But all right.
Last question. We got out of hand. All right, go ahead.
So, what advice would you give to someone navigating the bar, podcast, and event space?
Go in there and do what you do. When
do it.
You're good at what you do, walking in and having that confidence behind it, it all just kind of comes naturally. Everybody can't do what we do, especially bartending. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like either you're a good bartender or you're not. It's like no in between for me.
That's deep.
You know what I mean? Because I've definitely worked with people who are good at talking, but not good at multitasking. So it's just like, I hate to have to babysit behind a bar, bartending or anything like that. So have the confidence. Okay, as long as you have the confidence and this is what you do, now you're doing is walking in, setting up, getting ready. getting ready to go out there and do what you know how to do. Like, I enjoy doing what I'm doing. So anytime I walk in an event or behind a bar, I'm gonna be confident.
Yeah.
Bartending, once you know how to do it and you get good at it, it never goes anywhere. You could throw us anywhere and we'll adjust, you know. So if I was to go to another restaurant, it's just the only thing I have to learn is their system, how their system works, maybe learn the menu or whatever. But as far as actually getting back there and bartending, don't worry, I got you. You know what I mean? I feel like when y'all walk into the room, you're confident. You know you finna jam out. Try not to think about if people are gonna like this or not like that or whatever. Like, I try to go in and not even think about all the negative, because if it's anything negative that's gonna happen, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you just have to know how to deal with that and adjust.
Absolutely.
But just be confident in whatever it is that you're out there doing.
I
Get
love
out there
that.
and you do it. Yeah, man.
So let me ask you this. I don't want to be the devil's advocate,
That's fine.
but I am.
That's cool.
So do you feel, because you said either you're good or you're not, so you don't believe in the in-between game.
Mm-mm.
So for those that may be hovering,
That
should they
in-between
stop?
line.
Because think about this. You know, you just come in and do what you do. Sometimes that do what you do ain't what needs to be done. Should we be realistic and come to a point to where maybe this ain't working?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like because
Well, some people will lie to themselves and they know,
because
but
they've become delusional. And like, really, like, for them, they're
Oh my
confident
gosh.
in what they're doing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But from the outside looking in, it's just like, where you kind of lack here, which is important. You know, like, you got to have personality. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to take orders, remember these orders, whether that's food, drinks. Like, it's a lot that really just goes into it. So you can't be good and just here and here. You low-key have to be good all around. You know what I mean?
You said something. So you have to like what you do.
Hell yeah.
And it can't just be about the money.
At all. Like, for me, it's about the money, of course. We all like money. You know what I mean? But genuinely, for me, I love what I do. You know what I mean? So I'm just, if you need me to pull up and help out and do whatever, cool. If you rather that's for 2 hours or something, I just need you to help me, you know. Or let's say Savannah hits me up and be like, hey, I can't get here. Can you go over here and go check on these bartenders? Nobody's responding. Bet I'll go do that. Do whatever it is I need to do. Make sure everybody's okay. Even if I need to hop in or play bar back or do whatever, cool. I'm going to go do that. Like, just pay me for what I worked already.
Yeah.
Going to pull up and go do that because I love what I do so much. I'll go pull up and do that just because. Or I'll pull up just because. Or I'll work because, I don't know. It's what I love to do, man. I get excited about it.
That's
Get excited about it.
Sounds very DJ-ical.
Yes, very, very. That's I love.
We
the
love what we
conversation.
do. Yeah.
Yes, and you have. I mean, you have to
though.
have that love
Yeah.
because if not, you can be that egocentric person that, hey, can you play such and such because you playing Rod Stewart. All these kids.
Yeah.
They want to hear. They want to hear Little Baby.
Yeah, right.
They wasn't even born.
Megan is down.
Yeah, Glow.
Yeah. I'm just saying, so you have to love what you do. And I know for me and I know for Jeff, I love seeing people have fun to my creation.
Same here. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same here. Like,
Yes, and-
just seeing people's reaction. Like, when I say I love it when they tell me I can just do whatever and have that free range, and I set that drink in front of them, I always set it down and walk away. I don't even watch them take that first sip. I walk away, go do what I need to do. I come back. How'd you like that? And if they like it, I love that. I love that. Even if they don't, it's just like, all right, cool. Well, let's switch it up. Or either like, oh, they'll just keep it basic or whatever. But yeah, the reaction, that positive reaction on things is definitely helps keep me going for sure. And just know like, okay, I'm on the right path here. I'm doing something right.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm doing something right.
Well, we definitely enjoyed you coming on with us.
Yes,
It was
yes.
a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
So it was good. I'm just saying you were low key.
Yeah. I'm chill, laid back
yes.
when I want to, but I could definitely get rowdy.
Oh yes, but you gave us some great information.
Yes.
And you definitely, you got to go back and listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was some great information.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all.
I should
for
have
having
said
me.
this. Oh, I should have said this.
Yeah.
No regrets. We have no regrets. So let it all
Hey,
out. Yeah.
hey.
No regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed myself.
Do you have anything else there, sir?
No, well, I do. I have one last question.
For sure.
So, what is a gem that you will leave us with? What is something that you live by when you wake up? What is something that you think about, a saying that you go by? You know what it sounds like? I'm gonna just say it sounds like Nike. I'm gonna just do it.
Pretty much. It's time to wake up.
It's time to wake up.
Time to wake up.
What is
Literally,
that?
it's time to wake up. Yeah, it's time to wake up and get her done, son.
Get her done.
Get her done, son. I don't know. That's just me. Like, that's just how I
Hey.
move. That's just how I wake up. Even if I don't want to, I just wake up, get dressed, go out here, do what I need to do. I feel like everybody should, though.
Get it done.
I know some people have to give themselves a pep talk. I'm very nonchalant, so I don't wake up worrying about all the negative. I try not to go to sleep like that as well. So therefore, when I do get up, I just know it's time to get up. Rather that's just take me a little shower, get myself together, wake up, and be ready, man. Be ready for whatever. Be
Let's
ready
go.
for whatever.
Let's go.
We're going to share something with you before we close out.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite scenes. So after this, we're going to be going. We thank you guys for joining us for another episode. And
Hey guys, a couple of guys came in here earlier looking for Vanessa, and I got a little bit of bad news for you. Vanessa is dead. Here's Radio Mossy. Guys, get those food orders in quickly, because in 25 minutes the kitchen is rented out for a porno shoot. Are you disgusted? I am.
Book the DJ.
We're selling some cars today and tomorrow. You know who we got coming in? I do. American Idol's very own Bo Bice. His brother is coming down. Yes, Eric Bice will be right here rocking the stage.
Hey, DJ. This place is about to pop. Why don't you throw on some Charlie Daniels?
Good call.
Nobody tells DJ Request what to play. Let them tell you what to play. They lose respect for you. They lose respect for you. You lose control. Not today.
All right.
Hey! Can you bring the mood up? Play something good. Like YMCA by the Village People.
You read my mind.
Just out of curiosity, what time do you get down from there?
Every day they will test you. Every day they will push you to the brink. You must fight them, DJ. Fight them.
DJ, play We Are Family by Sister Sledge.
Drop it. Finally, somebody hit the nail on the head. That's what I'm talking about. That is a perfect song. Dead puppies.
What the fuck?
I want you over and over again not to tell me how to do my job. You brought the song yourself. Are you happy?
Just play it. Just play a good song.
You got it, friend.
people, that's an example of what you don't want to be. So it's fun, but no. Oh, y'all have a good day. We thank you guys for joining us again for another episode of Two DJs and One Mic. And my partner is flabbergasted.